everyone, welcome back to the Eczema series. I'm Jay and today we'll be talking about steroids. But before that, I would just like to inform you that we are on Instagram and we also have other content here in the channel, so please explore. Ayan, thank you in advance. So what are steroids? Let's begin. Steroids are a group of natural hormones produced in the body by a variety of different glands. They are also produced synthetically as medicines and given as injections or in tablet form. So when it comes to eczema, we can take oral steroids and topical steroids. Pero mas usually na prescribe syempre for us are topical steroids. So what are they? They act on the skin to reduce inflammation and speed up the healing process. They also help make the skin less red, hot, itchy, and sore. But I think the most important thing to remember about steroids is that they are not a cure for eczema. Okay? So, ang steroids kasi may different potencies or the level of strength. Okay? So the potency of topical steroids is determined by the amount of vasoconstriction or the narrowing of blood vessels they produce. It also relates to the degree to which the topical steroid inhibits inflammation and its potential for causing side effects. So here, we have this chart which I got from the internet. Marami pang other charts na mas detalyado, but I think this one encapsulates my point without it being overwhelming. Kasi yung iba talaga sobrang detalyado. So ito, I put on its side yung mga ointment or yung mga brands that we have here in the Philippines for easier reference. Pero syempre marami pang other brands out there. So ito lang yung mas familiar ako and I've personally used. Sorry, may maingay sa background. So anyway, the only thing that I haven't really used here is the Dermovate, yung clobetasol propionate. So anyway, why do we need to know the potency of the steroids? Kasi syempre, the more potent, the higher it is, the more like the chances of having side effects are greater syempre, diba? Pag mas malakas. So, ang class 1, ang pinakamalakas is yung clobetasol propionate, and then yung other two na nakalagay dito sa chart. I'm not very familiar with the other two, pero yung clobetasol propionate I'm familiar with. So, and then yung pinaka-least potent is hydrocortisone. So, medyo yan, mild siya, and yung desowen. So, when your derma or your doctor prescribes you topical steroids, it will be good for you to know kung anong klase yung pinaprescribe sa iyo. Okay? I will tell you why later on. So, yan. Pero, diba, it's good to know. Yung Elica, diba, very famous yan. Maraming commercials and everything. So, that is mid-strength. Okay? Sige, moving on. Are steroids good or evil? Yan ang tanong. I would say they are neither good nor evil kasi meron siyang pros and cons. So, ang pros ng steroids is that, yun nga, it helps manage the eczema by inhibiting the inflammation. So, hindi na siya lalala dahil nga na-control niya yung inflammation and it provides quick relief. So, parang pag nilagay mo yan today, siguro in 2 days or depende kung gaano kalala. Pero, it provides quick relief and parang nahi-heal niya kaagad yung skin. Pero ang cons niyan is that it addresses the condition superficially. So parang sa balat mo lang siya na-heal. Pero sa loob nan, kung hindi ka nag-a-address ng mga triggers mo, hindi mo inaayos yung diet mo, mas stress ka pa rin, nandun pa rin yung inflammation sa loob. So, kaya I've always said na you have to address it from within. So, 2, it can cause several harmful side effects. Ang isa dyan ay skin atrophy. Skin atrophy ay yung paninipis ng balat. So, parang And ayaw mong numipis ang balat mo kasi pag numipis ang balat mo, mas prone ka to a lot of other things. Mas mabilis kang magka-infection, mabilis kang magkasugat, mabilis kang magka-flare-ups. Basically, so yun. And also, it can cause steroid-induced eczema, which I'm gonna explain right now with my experience. So what is my experience with eczema? With eczema with steroids. So I had eczema, diba? I have an late adult onset eczema, which started like around 20, when I was 25, 26 years old. And then from then, lagi ang mga prescribe sa akin, syempre, ng doctor are steroids. And then, I went abroad pa. Tapos nun, yun din yung, dun lumala. Tapos nun, yun din yung binibigay sa akin. And I never questioned the steroids because galing to sa doctor. And I didn't know any better, syempre, diba? Tapos may language barrier pa doon and all that. So, pagbalik ko, the same thing, dala-dala ko na yung eczema kong severe. Tapos nun, yun din yung mga prescribe sa akin. So, I had a prolonged use of eczema which led to steroid-induced eczema, which my allergologist said noon. Kasi parang we can't figure out what's happening anymore. Kasi parang naglalagay naman ako steroids, pero hindi na siya nagre-respond, ganun. So, anong nangyari is that nagsimula ako sa mild, tapos hindi na siya nagre-respond. So, inangat ako sa mid-strength, tapos hindi na rin siya nagre-respond. So, inangat ako sa potent, tapos ganun yung nangyari. So, parang nasasanay kasi yung balat mo sa kakapahid mo. So, dahil sanay na siya, parang nade-desensitize in a way, parang siyang, yun, nasasanay talaga. So, parang, wala na siyang effect. So, pataas ka ng pataas ng potency. And, yun nga, sabi ko sa inyo, pag tumaas ka pag mas mataas yung potency, mas maraming side effects. So, yun. So, yun yung ang mahirap sa paggamit ng steroids. And kung nagde-depend ka doon masyado, eventually, hindi na siya gagana. So yun, dahil doon, I underwent topical steroid withdrawal to get rid of my dependency sa steroids. Tapos na yun, I don't know if I can recommend topical steroid withdrawal to anyone. It was effective. It really was. Parang 1 month, parang nag-cold turkey talaga akong walang steroids bigla. So, anong nangyari? Dahil nga wala na nag-i-inhibit, wala na nagko-control ng inflammation, naglabasan talaga as in naglabasan lahat ng inflammation, ng toxin sa katawan ko. So, parang 1 month ako hindi pumasok sa trabaho. Tapos na that time, naka all natural approach, and yung VCO ako sa face, and nag-olive oil ako sa face, VCO ako sa body, very raw vegan diet. So, sobrang ang saklap talaga ng experience na yon. As in, sobrang pula ko. As in, I cannot even describe yung how much it was. Parang talaga ang hapde ng buong katawan ko, mukha akong burn victim. So it was really physically, emotionally, psychologically draining in all aspects. As in, sobrang, that was one of the lowest points in my life. So yeah, pero I would say yes, it was effective. Like after that, parang na-detox kasi talaga yung katawan ko. Nawala talaga lahat ng mga chemicals, whatever, sa katawan ko. So parang after that, parang siguro after 2 months of doing that, talagang parang nanumbalik yung yung skin ko, naging healthy siya ulit, ganyan. So yun, yun yung topical steroid withdrawal, talaga nagko-cold turkey ka. Pero after nga nun, parang so medyo bumalik ako sa dati kong diet. Nagre-regular cookies, regular biscuits, nag-gluten, mga ganun. So, bumalik yung mga symptoms na eczema. Pero kasi at that point, may trauma na ako from steroids. So, parang I've sworn off using steroids at that time. So, kaya yung yun yung partly naging cause ng next severe attack ko. Kasi parang hinayaan ko siya kahit parang ayoko talaga magpahid ng steroids kahit na nandun na siya. So, parang lumala siya ng lumala. So, from that severe attack, napilitan talaga akong gumamit ng steroids na kasi wala na talaga magagawa. Nag-oral ako nun at topical steroids. Ayan, gumaling naman ako. Tapos from that, I've learned na talaga kailangan lang ng balance ng steroid use. And then, from then on, actually, from my experience sa XS steroids, talagang I've learned how to discuss it with my doctor. Kuwari, pag may sasabi siya na, magpahid ka ng Elica on your face. Parang sasabi ko, ayoko nun. Ayoko ng sobrang lakas sa face. Kasi, syempre, diba, sensitive ang face. Kaya nagnenego ako na pwedeng Desonide na lang kasi mas mild. Or, actually, meron ding Protopic. I don't know if you've heard about it. Protopic is a ointment for eczema, addressing flare-ups na non-steroidal yung preparation. So, that's also an option for you. Protopic, that's, meron siyang dalawang kinds, green and blue. I forgot kung ano yung mas malakas. Pero yun, yun yung kagandahan pag alam mo yung potencies. Pwede ka makipag-usap sa doktor na, ayun, ito na lang po sa face, pwede ba, ganyan. Kasi, syempre, importante yung comfortable ka sa mga ginagamit mong sa mga iniinom mo, sa mga ointment na ginagamit mo. Kasi, syempre, a lot of the healing process also comes mentally, diba? Kung hindi ka comfortable sa ginagawa mo, parang kumukontra na kaagad yung sistema mo inside na parang, oh my gosh, ba't ko ito ginagawa? So, parang, mas maganda yung comfortable ka talaga. So, yan. That's the important thing about knowing the potencies. And then, so takeaways. I would just like to say na you can use steroids. Okay lang siya, hindi siya lalo na pag kailangan. Pero you just really have to be cautious about it. Hindi pwedeng pag mayroong flare-ups, pahid ka lang ng pahid, tapos nun, without supervision. Ako kasi, alam ko na at this point, parang natutunan ko na kung paano, sa dami ko nang na encounter na doctor and with my experience. So, alam ko na how to be cautious. But for those who are just beginning with their eczema journey and medyo hindi pa masyadong familiar with steroids, it's really important that you have doctor supervision pag gumagamit ng steroids, okay? Number 2, do not be dependent on steroids, okay? Kasi, yun nga, pag naging dependent ka, at tapos hindi mo siya ina-address in other ways, babalik lang din naman yan, at pahid ka ng pahid. So, naging dependent ka, tapos yun, baka umabot ka sa pagiging steroid-induced na yung eczema mo, okay? So, number 3, taper off. It's important that you taper off pag gumagamit ng steroids. So, what does that mean? Hindi pwedeng biglaan mo siyang sinastop, lalo na pag nag-oral steroids ka. Yung oral steroids na madalas na nire-reseta ng doktor when it comes to eczema is prednisone. Mura lang yan, parang mga 2 pesos yata isa. So anyway, pero tayo dito, hindi pwedeng bigla mo siyang tinitigil, lalo na yung oral. Kasi parang siyang antibiotic in a way, na parang kung ano yung sinabi sa'yo, gagawin mo kasi hindi siya magiging effective at mas malaki yung damage na magagawa niya kung hindi mo sinunod. Ang taper off, so kuwari, so pag topical steroids naman, kuwari, everyday ka for a week na twice a day, tapos the following week, magiging everyday, once a day na lang, tapos then the following week, magiging magiging thrice a week na lang, once a day, ganun. As in, kailangan inuunti-unti mo siyang inaalis kasi pag hindi, may masama sorry, hindi ko alam kung ano yung exact scientific explanation about it, pero dapat yun ang tamang paggamit ng steroids. Inaano mo siya, nilalet go mo siya unti-unti. Okay? And then lastly, ito in-emphasize naman natin during the start of the episode, the steroids are not a cure for eczema. So yun ay ang steroids nakakatulong lang sa pag-control para it doesn't go haywire and hindi ka maloka sa buhay. Pero it is really important to address eczema in other aspects. Dapat holistic talaga yung approach, hindi lang sa puro pahid. So, yan. Eat healthy, exercise, sleep early, get a lot of sleep, drink lots of water. Ganun talaga. Talagang dapat holistic yung approach. Okay? So, yun. I hope you learned something today. I'll see you next time on the next Eczema series. If you have any suggestions or any questions, just feel free to comment or to reach us. Okay? Have a nice day. Bye.